You have ambitions, you have big dreams, you want to succeed and ultimately live the life you've always imagined. But there's a problem. You're lazy. You know exactly what you need to do, but you don't do it. Day after day, you procrastinate. Miss opportunities and then blame yourself. Deep down, you know you're capable of so much more. Yet, instead of changing, you keep going like this. The guilt grows over time, day after day, week after week, until gradually you accept it as part of who you are. When the new year comes, you set the same goals as last year. You start with determination and motivation. But before you know it, procrastination creeps back in. Like an annoying relative who shows up uninvited, you procrastinate, then procrastinate some more. One day, you look back and realize you're stuck in an endless loop. Laziness, procrastination, disappointment, and then setting goals again. You want to break this cycle. You want to overcome procrastination and laziness. And finally, turn your ambitions into reality. And you start searching for solutions. You watch video after video online, and most of the advice you get sounds the same. Delete social media, eliminate distractions, make detailed plans, discipline yourself. These might help for a short time, but soon enough, you're back to square one. Inertia, that's the real reason you procrastinate. In physics, inertia is the tendency of an object to stay in its current state. If it's at rest, it wants to stay at rest. If it's moving, it wants to keep moving, unless a force acts on it. And the same applies to you. When you're procrastinating, you tend to keep procrastinating. You do nothing because starting feels too hard. Instead of tackling the task at hand, you turn to easier things, scrolling on your phone, watching Netflix, playing games, anything to avoid responsibility. But here's the biggest issue. You make the first step seem so daunting in your mind that you don't even try. You think about writing a 5,000-word essay, and it immediately feels like a massive mountain. You want to start going to the gym, but the thought of exercising every day for months stops you in your tracks. You want to launch a business, but when you think about everything you need to do, you feel overwhelmed and never start, and so you keep procrastinating. But if inertia is the problem, it also means it can be the solution, as long as you know how to use it. If inertia is the problem, then the solution is to break that inertia. The good news? You don't need a big push to do it. You just need a small nudge, enough to get you past the initial barrier. There are two highly effective ways to do this. First, reduce the difficulty of the first step. Most people procrastinate because they make things too hard for themselves right from the start. When you tell yourself you need to finish a 5,000-word essay, your brain hears, "This is too big, too hard, put it off." Instead of setting a massive task, make it so small, it's impossible to fail. For example, don't tell yourself you have to write 5,000 words. Just say you'll write 50 words. Don't say you need to study for 3 hours. Just say you'll open the book and read 1 page. Don't say you have to work out for an hour. Just say you'll do 1 push-up. When the task is small and easy, you won't feel reluctant to start. And the magic is, once you start, you tend to keep going. Another highly effective technique is the 2-minute rule. The principle is simple. If you don't want to do something, tell yourself you'll only do it for 2 minutes. Don't want to clean your room? Play a song, clean during it, and stop when it ends. Don't want to write? Set a timer for 2 minutes. Write whatever comes to mind, and stop if you want. Don't want to exercise? Just put on your workout clothes and do push-ups for 2 minutes. Most people don't stop after 2 minutes. Why? Because, according to inertia, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. At first, you have to push the ball up the hill. But once you get past the point of inertia, it rolls down effortlessly. That's why you need to keep the first step small and easy. Once you've started, you'll naturally want to keep going. Without relying on willpower or discipline, by using these 2 methods, you can break inertia, overcome procrastination, and finally, turn your ambitions into reality. The secret to overcoming procrastination doesn't just apply to work or study. You can use it in any area of your life. Struggling to start something? Want to hit the gym but keep putting it off? Don't think about working out for an hour. Just put on your gym clothes and do 1 exercise. Want to start a business but feel overwhelmed? Don't try to create a perfect plan. Just sit down and write 1 simple idea. Want to improve relationships with family or friends? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just send a quick message to check in. Everything big starts with a small step. Martin Luther King once said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step." Remember, you don't need to finish everything in one day. You just need to start, and if you can do that, the rest will follow naturally. So, if you're an ambitious but lazy person, here's what you need to remember. Procrastination isn't because you're lazy, it's because of inertia. An object at rest tends to stay at rest, unless a force acts on it. The hardest step is always the first one. So make it as easy as possible. Just start, write 50 words instead of 5,000. Do one push-up instead of an hour at the gym. Work for 2 minutes instead of worrying all day. Once you overcome inertia, everything becomes much easier. And when you do this every day, even just a little, you'll no longer be a procrastinator. You'll become a doer. You'll achieve the goals you once put off. You'll turn your ambitions into reality. So don't wait any longer. Start right now. Did you find this video helpful? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more helpful videos in the future.